that's nice. Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video, of course, it is Friday, as you know, obviously, which means it's Guilty Gear Day, and that means that we're going to be going into another Guilty Gear track, and we're going to be going into one from Guilty Gear XRD Revelator, and I think we've done most of these now. I think we're getting towards the end of Guilty Gear, or at least the more well-known tracks, at least, for the time being, anyway. But the track that we're going to be doing today is called JUNO, which is, yeah, it's from Guilty Gear XRD Revelator. So what we'll do is we'll listen to it all the way through without stopping, and then we'll go and talk about it, and then we'll listen to it again afterwards, stop and start. Before we do that, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd really appreciate that. And also let me know what you'd like to see next from Guilty Gear, as we are, let me know which ones that we haven't done, and we can get on with those. And if you are interested in all the other Guilty Gear stuff, this is your first time here, go check out the channel, because we've got loads of Guilty Gear videos done on here before. But let's get into this reaction then, and let's react to JUNO from Guilty Gear XRD Revelator in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Oh, that's nice. What a switch up. No, wait. Okay, it was just a fade out. Excellent. Well, that was pretty damn good. Once again. Yeah, in a very kind of similar vein to a lot of the other kind of Guilty Gear tracks that we've kind of listened to, and I think with kind of the XRD era is there is this sort of kind of song, and then you can slowly hear it kind of evolve into what more like Strive is now, with the vocals and everything like that. But this is kind of one of the earlier ones, which is definitely that kind of bouncy fight sort of vibe, but still quite guitar led in terms of the melody. And it does it really nice. It does a lot of really nice things. And it does kind of keep that, yeah, sort of the activity and the pace and stuff that you'd need for this sort of title, and also kind of the grandness of it as well for like an anime, I suppose, or an anime game. But anyway, let's get into the second playthrough then, and let's listen to JUNO one more time, and we'll stop and start this time. Let's go. So this is like an enormous, you know, intro into the song, just hitting that straight with that big chord, and just those big downstrokes as well. And it sounds almost like a, I don't know what the sound is. It sounds like the key sound, but it's almost like an accordion or something. Something's not that, or like an organ or something like that. That really kind of interesting sort of. It's hard to even pinpoint what the instrument is from my ears. Sounds like maybe it's just different effects on the keys. But it kind of gives it really kind of interesting and unique sound, and kind of really sort of bright and kind of, you know, kind of a definitely a sort of warmer and happier feel into the start of the song. Definitely a very, you know, sort of Guilty Gear style, classical or classic sort of metal or hard rock sort of rhythm line. You know, just kind of sits straight and then kind of goes down, descends in pitch, and then kind of leading on top with this melody, this lead guitar melody. So yeah, leading into, I think what's going to be the chorus now, that kind of bounciness underneath it, that kind of bouncy hammer-on pull-off was kind of nice to bring us into that next part of the song. And the lead is nice, bright, it cuts through really nicely. It's still got that kind of overdriven sound to it, but it definitely, the lead lines are playing more into kind of, because the song's in a major key, which is why it's like a positive sounding song, as opposed to a sad sounding song. It's definitely playing more into the major scale, as opposed to, it doesn't sound like a bluesy solo. It's definitely far more melodic, so it's following more of the scale patterns, the major scale patterns. But it's nice. It's got those nice bends to it, and it kind of hangs on notes and keeps it nice and kind of sing-songy feel to the solo, as opposed to just legato craziness, which is, I think, suits it, especially if it's going to lead the line or be the forefront of the melody for the whole song. That transition there is very nice as well. How it kind of just descended up, the lead lines that descended up into this really kind of high bend, and it kind of really, you could tell it really, they really scratched the string with the pick to get that almost hot pinched harmonic, but wasn't quite sound to it. And then kind of washes over with how the intro started, with the big chords and the big kind of synthetic sounds they use. It's really, really nice how they cross into each other. And that's, yeah, very, very classical sounding, that kind of, that little section there. But of course it was just, hammering on, just kind of moving up in that pitch with the hammer-ons. Obviously, if you were to, do it higher up in terms of pitch, maybe a slightly more, a slightly more chunky or dirtier sound to the guitar, and a little bit fast, you've got a real metal sound, like the real legato metal sound. But it's just that same sort of legato sound that you'd get in metal, but just a bit slower down and a bit lower in pitch, and it gives it that real sort of, that slow classical sounding guitar sounding not Spanish guitar sounding maybe, but classical guitar sounding build to the next part of the song. Oh, that's nice groove. Yeah, now we've had that really nice kind of interlude there to kind of bring us up into this real high moment of the song, and now we've kind of pushed it further. And now in certain little parts of the lead guitar, there's two guitars kind of harmonizing with each other as well, which is obviously very metal sound, but kind of pushes it a little bit further up now, a little bit further, or increases the sort of the scale of it, I suppose. Kind of set ourselves back to the verse. Yeah, that lovely again, sort of the most played part, replayed part of the song. Again, that the kind of pull-offy section, but much higher up. You could kind of hear how if that was played a little bit, they whacked the BPM a little bit higher, faster. It would sound very, very like Metallica-esque sort of solo. But that whole end section, I mean, it kind of just brought it back and then kind of took us home really within that last bit. But it had some kind of nice sort of chimey, kind of bright chimey effects to it as well, kind of underneath in the mix. But it's still like just beautifully clear, bright guitar sounds, and just lovely switches up with rhythm, just to keep it a little bit more vibrant as well. And it's interesting because you can obviously tell that the guitar is, you know, replacing the vocalist line. In the way that the guitar is played, you could tell that a singer would sing the same tune, but with lyrics, obviously. I wonder kind of what was the thought on the transition into bringing in, you know, Naoki to do these, to take over and sing and start to actually kind of vocalize and tell, you know, the stories lyrically. I wonder kind of how that sort of began, because it sort of began around within this game, I think within XR, didn't it? So it's interesting to see why they, or what made them go with that, or maybe they wanted to for a long time but they didn't have the right voice until Naoki. But anyway, let me know what you thought of JUNO in the comment section below, and also let me know what you would like to do here on the channel next, of course. Leave that in the comment section below. If you like this video, please do like it and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd really appreciate that very much. And also do check out my other social media things. All the links are in the description below. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.